once again introduce former Clemson linebacker and Sewanee, Georgia native Barrett Carter. Y'all go ahead with questions whenever you're ready.
So you've been praised for your versatility and playmaking ability as a linebacker. How do you think your hybrid skill set will give you an edge in today's NFL?
I think just where, offenses are like how they're progressing. You got to be able to be sideline to sideline. You got to be able to, line up and hit somebody. You got to be able to line up and cover somebody. I think my skill set, molds perfectly with that. So I think just, putting the work that I put in, like every day in the off season, watching all the film, like having that versatility is going to help me, and my game's going to translate very, very well to the next level. So I still just got to keep working, just got to keep grinding every day, but I definitely feel like my skill set translates very well to the NFL.
Barrett, your thoughts on today, and were you pleased with your times and all that?
Yeah, I thought today was solid. Even if I ran the best time in the world and had the most amount of reps, I still would be pissed off. Or I still wouldn't be satisfied. But it's a blessing to be here. It's a blessing to have this opportunity. So definitely happy with today. Definitely proud of the work that I've been putting in since really the end of the season. Got out to California January 2nd. So then from that time until now, just been working every single day. So it's cool that all that work, I saw it pay off today, but there's definitely still more work to be done.
How much do you pay attention to, if at all, but these projections? Everybody's got a mock draft and a projection. You've got friends and family members that look at those things. Do you allow yourself to go down that rabbit hole ever just to see what other people think is going to happen in the month?
Definitely not, because ultimately, whatever these people say, whatever the mock drafts say, those mock drafts are not coming from actual rooms like the NFL rooms and their buildings. So you always got to take that with a grain of salt. But me personally, I stay inside out, just like my days here, like stayed inside out with everything. But I keep my faith in the Lord. I know that wherever I end up, whenever I get picked, like that's where the Lord wants me to be. So I'm not too worried about all the mock drafts, all the projections, and I know wherever I end up, that's where I'm supposed to be. And ultimately, once you get there, it doesn't matter. Once you get your foot in the door, we're all on the same playing field. So I don't pay any attention to it. I just stay focused on me and myself.
Have you talked to Jeremiah about the process at all, or some other people that have gone through it so recently? Who have you leaned on about the process and what to expect, how to make sure you're as ready as you can be for each step?
For sure. Definitely talk to Trot, especially because we trained in the same spot. So where he was last year, I was in the same spot the past couple months. So I definitely texted him and went to get a feel before I actually got out there. So he was a big part of my transition, going out to California. But I really connected with all of our former pro guys like J Mac. I would ask him a lot of questions. XT, Rook, just guys who played here in the past. I was just try to pick their brains and try to get just a hint of what to expect before I actually got thrown into it. So I would say Trot's probably the main one that I leaned on for advice and pointers of how to approach things.
What is it about just yourself, your character, and maybe your work ethic that would make an NFL team want to have you on the roster as kind of a leader in that?
I would say just I'm relationship driven. So whatever team brings me in, they're getting a guy who they're never gonna have to worry about, a guy who's going to be a leader from day one, and a guy who's not afraid to call out a veteran if need be. So I'm coming in. My goal is to come in and get on the field as early as possible, and it's a business at that level, and I'm just ready to come in and just show that I can provide value to the team as early as possible. So any team that drafts me, they're getting a guy who's going to add value from day one, like a natural day one leader. Someone who's not afraid to call anybody out. If I see something wrong, I'm going to call it out. And someone who's a winner. I've been a winner my whole life, and I don't plan on stopping that anytime soon. So that's just what a hint of what teams will get if they draft me.
Barrett, how does your game translate to the NFL best?
Yeah, like I said, just offenses, they like to do a lot of stuff sideline to sideline. They like to stretch you out defensively and try to hit you on the outside, hit you on the inside, hit you with shots and everything. And I just feel like my skill set translates perfectly because I can run, I can chase things down, I have the physicality to stop inside runs, and I have the versatility and the athletic ability to cover. So Definitely still have a lot of work to do, but I think my game translates perfectly. And whatever team gets me, they're gonna get a guy who can line up at different spots and play ball at a high level. So I think it translates perfectly to the NFL.
Yeah,
And could you discuss your time at North Gwinnett? I see we had you as an AJC Super 11.
Yes, sir.
So we got one of those right.
Yeah.
But
sure.
could you reflect on that time as you get ready to finish your college career and head to the National Football League?
Yeah, North Gwinnett truly shaped me into the man that I am today and the man that I'm still becoming. Like, our program at North Gwinnett was literally run just like Clemson. So before I even got here, like I knew what it was to stay inside out. I knew what it was to preach best as a standard. So, Coach Stewart and the whole North Gwinnett coaching staff really just poured into us every single day. Not just to be great football players, but great men as well, and great students, and great people in the community. So, coming to Clemson, that transition was super easy coming from a place like North Gwinnett. And I know just all my success is going to be a testament to my days there. So I'm forever in debt to North Gwinnett.
What position, when you talk to the scouts and GMs and them, what do they talk to you about playing? An inside backer, or are you going to be an outside backer? What are they saying to you?
I've heard different things. So I've heard inside, I've heard outside. I've heard like playing dime in some packages. I've heard a whole bunch of things. So depending on the team and what they need, it just depends. But I've heard a whole bunch of things, and they think that with my intelligence, I can come in and learn different spots and play at different spots in their defense. So, but yeah, I've learned different. They've been telling me different positions.
And how many teams have you talked to, you would think?
Oh man, I would say I think about 27, 28. So almost all the teams and all those meetings have gone great.
Any more than the others?
Couple, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna disclose which, but yeah, I've definitely met with some teams more than others.
And what information did Rook pass along to you for this process?
Yeah, the big thing for me that I was curious about was the meetings with teams and how those go. And he preached to me that like each team is different, and each team has a different way that they want to go about their meetings. And some teams want to grill you, some teams want to ask you questions about yourself and figure out who you are, and some teams want to put you on the board and see if you know ball. So I talked to Rook about that and saw what he had to say, and he gave me nothing but good advice, and he really helped me get like a jump start of going into those meetings and knowing what to expect.
You didn't run the 40 at the NFL Combine. I guess why didn't you want to do that? And were you kind of satisfied with your time today? Was it kind of in that area where you kind of expected today?
Yeah, so I just talked to my agent, and it was something that he decided to just save it for Pro Day. And after hearing what I ran today, like I'm good with that. At the end of the day, I'm a football player, so the tape speaks for itself. But I think I can move pretty well, and turn on the film, you can see my speed. But I'm definitely happy with what I ran today. Kind of glad I never have to run a 40 again, but yeah, I'm happy with what I ran today.
What was your unofficial 40 time?
I've heard 4.5s, I've heard 4.6s, and so I've heard just in that range. So in between that.
Take a couple more for Barrett before we go to Jake. Go ahead, Rob. A lot of former Clemson players were here in attendance, including LeVon Kirkland. And you talked about talking to Jeremiah Trotter Jr. What's it feel like knowing you're kind of the next man up in the skill positions that have storied careers in the NFL? What's it feel like knowing you're in that next batch, that next group who gets to move on to that next level?
Yeah, it kind of makes me feel old, to be honest. Like seeing, just coming back to the guys, and I feel like I'm a freshman again, and I'm seeing like Balin and Jamie come back for their pro day, and they seem so old at that time, and now that I'm in their position, it's pretty surreal. So I think just having the culture that we have here at Clemson, like when you have former players show up and support us, like I think that's just a testament to the culture that Coach Sweeney's built, and that Clemson will continue to build. But it's special when you walk around and you see LeVon Kirkland, you see Jeff Davis, you see C.J. Spiller, like all around the building. You see Nick Eason, like guys like that. The list goes on, but it's a testament to the culture we have here. Just guys want to come back to Clemson. They want to come back and pour into the younger generation. So who knows? Maybe I'll be one of those guys in the future. But it's definitely special to see the culture that Coach Sweeney's built with the former players coming back.
You say you feel old. Is it kind of surreal that you're here at this point? This is something you've been working for your entire life, and you're right on the doorstep of it.
Absolutely. Like my freshman year, I remember I watched Pro Day. It was my first time even like hearing about what a Pro Day even is, and now the fact that I'm competing or that I competed in the Pro Day, like it's so surreal, like to say the least. And I've been working towards this my whole life, and the fact that like my dreams are right in front of me, it's like it's special. So I mean, I'm still running, I'm still chasing my dreams, but the fact that I just finished my Pro Day and I finished the combine, and now the draft is coming up soon, and visits lined up in between, like it's so crazy. But I just gotta keep praying, just keep working, and just stay who I am throughout the whole process. And I know God's not gonna lead me in the wrong direction, but it's surreal to say the least.
We'll go last one here for Barrett.
I guess Marcus Tate was asked what his spirit animal was at the combine. Did you get anything on? And I guess what would your spirit animal be?
I would say my spirit animal is, I'll say a bear. There's different types of bears. There's less harmful bears. There's pretty harmful bears. And I feel like that's me. Like I'm not harmful off the field, but on the field I'm pretty